Hello, my dears. Welcome back. So good to see you all. With your exams just around the corner, I thought let's do a super fun and super quick revision on one of my favorite topics, magnets. And to make it interesting, let's start with a story of some brave sailors from Kerala.
So, picture this. Their big ship was filled with precious spices, stuff worth lakhs and lakhs of rupees. But suddenly, a huge storm hits them. The sky turns black, waves are crashing everywhere, and they can't see a single star to find their way. They are completely and totally lost at sea. How on earth will they get back home?
But wait, these sailors, they were clever. They had a secret weapon. This little thing right here, the magnetic compass. This simple device is the hero of our story, and it's our key to understanding the world of magnets. So what is the magic behind it? Let's find out. Okay, so to understand how a compass works, first we need to figure out what magnets actually, what are they attracted to? So let's play a really quick game I call the sticking game. It's fun, I promise.
The rules are very, very simple. Any material that gets pulled towards a magnet or sticks to it, we call it a magnetic material. For your exams, you just need to remember the three main ones: iron, nickel, and cobalt. Got it? Iron, nickel, cobalt. Easy peasy.
All right, first up in our game, a pair of scissors. So, what do you think, Bakyo? Will our magnet want to be friends with these scissors? Will it stick?
Yes, of course it will. If you guessed yes, you are absolutely right. You see, scissors are made of iron, and as we just learned, iron is magnetic material. So yep, they're best friends.
Okay, next one. A candle. What do you think about this? Is the magnet going to stick to this candle, yes or no?
Nope, not at all. The magnet is just not interested. That's because candles are made of wax, and things like wax or plastic or wood, they don't stick to magnets, so we call them non-magnetic materials. Simple.
Fantastic job with the game, everyone. Now let's talk about a magnet's biggest superpower. It's something that every single magnet has, no matter how big or small it is. It's two poles. Just look at this picture. It's so cool. We've sprinkled some tiny bits of iron, called iron filings, all over a magnet. Do you see how they all bunch up right at the very ends? That's because a magnet's power is strongest at its ends. And these powerful ends, we call them the poles. And these poles have special names. One is the North Pole, and the other is the South Pole. Now, here's the really magical part. If you just let a magnet hang freely from a string, one end will always point towards the Earth's north, and the other will always point south. And that, my dears, is the whole secret behind the sailor's compass.
Okay, listen up. This is a very, very important point for your exams, so pay close attention. You can never, ever have a magnet with just one pole. It's impossible. If you take a magnet and break it in half, you don't get one north and one south piece. Nope, you get two new, smaller magnets, and each one has its own north and south pole. Remember that. Poles always, always come in pairs. All right, so now we know about poles, but how do these poles behave with each other? Well, you can think of it like friendship. You know how you instantly click with some people, and others, well, not so much? Magnets are exactly the same.
And the rule is so simple. It's the #1 rule of magnetism. Opposite poles attract, and similar poles repel. So a North Pole and a South Pole, they'll pull together. They want to be friends. But two North Poles or two South Poles, they'll push each other away. They just don't get along. Simple, right? I'm sure you've seen those really satisfying videos on Instagram Reels, right? Where all the little magnetic blocks just snap together perfectly. Click, click, click. Well, that's attraction in action. And when you see one magnet just floating above another one, like magic, that's repulsion at work. Okay, so now let's go all the way back to our sailors lost in the storm. We have all the knowledge now. We know what magnets like, and we know about their poles. So let's build the exact same tool that saved them. Come on, let's make our own compass.
It's so easy, you can try this at home. First, take a regular sewing needle and a magnet. Now rub the magnet along the needle, always in the same direction, maybe 30 or 40 times. This actually turns the needle into a temporary magnet. Then, just carefully place the needle on a small piece of cork and let it float in a bowl of water. And just watch. Like magic, the needle will slowly turn and point north-south. There you go. You just made your very own compass.
Amazing job, everyone. You've basically mastered the basics of magnets. You're almost ready for your exam. To make sure you're feeling super confident, let's do a quick pop quiz and review the main points one last time.
Okay, let's do a super fast revision. Ready? Point 1. A magnet has two poles, north and south. Point 2. Poles always exist in pairs. Point 3. Unlike poles attract and like poles repel. And point 4. A freely suspended magnet always points north-south. If you just remember these 4 points, you can answer almost any question.
Okay, let's try a typical exam question. Fill in the blanks. First one. Unlike poles of two magnets, what? Attract each other. Good. Next, the materials attracted to a magnet are called what? Magnetic materials. Perfect. How about this? A magnet always has, two poles. Excellent. And the last one, similar poles of a magnet, what do? Repel each other. See? You already know all the answers. This is too easy for you.
So, I'll leave you with one final, interesting question to think about. We know our Earth itself is like one giant magnet, right? And we know the North Pole of our little compass needle points to the Earth's geographic North Pole. But we also know that opposites attract. So, what kind of magnetic pole do you think the Earth has near its geographic North Pole? A magnetic north or a magnetic south? It's a fun puzzle. Think about it. All the very best for your exams, my dears. You are going to be fantastic. Bye for now.